Welcome back, everybody, to Loving Living Local. Well, author Jean Alfieri's latest book, Zuggy, the Rescue Pug, has been released this month to benefit the Humane Society of the Pikes Peak region. She joins us this morning with an inside look of this fun book and the inspiration behind it. Good morning to you.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm doing great. I hear so many good things about this series. What inspired you, Jean, to write this new book, Zuggy the Pug, Adoption Day?
So this new book was really inspired by the kids that I meet when I do the school visits. They're always so interested in the volunteer work I do at the Humane Society. And what's nice about this book is it actually shows a broader perspective of what happens there versus just the things I do at the Humane Society. And I wanted to dedicate it to all of the shelter volunteers and people who staff and support shelters all over, because I never really understood what it takes, the time, the energy, the money, the love to bring a dog to a new home. And when I started working at the Humane Society, I had a new appreciation for all of the love and hours and actual hands-on that a dog goes through from coming into the shelter, whether it be that they're surrendered or they are brought in as a stray, and then all of the health and wellness that they're given to make sure that they're available for adoption before they go to a new home.
You know, I'm so happy you highlighted on the tremendous work that some of these shelters do, specifically the Humane Society. And it really goes to show, because they've been so wonderful when we lost our dog as we just had moved here to Colorado Springs. With that said, this book is about a beautiful little dog. What is the book about for people who aren't familiar with it?
Sure. So this is Zuggy's origin story. So for people who aren't familiar with Zuggy, he is an often mischievous and always adorable pug who gets into various and assorted adventures. And so book is different from the others in that the point of view is what I call first dog. So it's Zuggy's own words. And it follows his journey as a stray, and then how it is that he got to the shelter, why the vet put his adoption on hold, and then why Zuggy worried that he might in fact never be adopted. So it really goes through all of his struggles, but it has a super sweet ending, which is very classic Zuggy, because he's a pretty carefree pug. So there are many happy moments, and I think of what we need more of this year, if ever, is some more happy moments.
Absolutely. Now, I know that this book will benefit the Humane Society. How is that going to work, and how can people help?
Sure. So last year we introduced a different Zuggy book at Pawtoberfest, and I have to tell you, it was so warmly welcomed. Beer drinking dog lovers are great Zuggy fans. So I was just a little worried when I heard that it was going to be a virtual event this year, because of course that's very different from being present with your people. And I realized quickly that being worried and doubtful wasn't the way to get this project going. So we did a pivot and wanted to give the book the best option for gaining the most funds for the Humane Society. So this book was published last week. It was published through Amazon, so it's available now. And we are dedicating 100% of the profits of the sales of this book through the month of October to the Humane Society. So Pawtoberfest now this year will run 1 week, and it's the last week in October, but Zuggy the Pug Adoption Day will be available all month, and all proceeds, all profits will go to the Humane Society.
That is wonderful, Jean. 100% of the profits go to a great organization. We still have plenty of time in this month to be able to help. And of course, you mentioned you can get this book on Amazon. Is this book, I would imagine it's great for families and kids of all ages?
It's great for families and kids of all ages. Kids especially enjoy it. My teacher friends really love it, because it's just easy to pick up, and when you have a spare 5 minutes that you need to do something with, you can read a book. So it's great for teachers, dog lovers, pug fanatics, and anybody who works at a shelter, because it really is all about them.
Absolutely. What's next for Zuggy this year?
So we had another book, a second edition, released last month in September, and that is Six Tales. So if anyone has the first edition, you'll definitely want the second. And if you don't have either, the second's the way to go. It's got new verses and some additional illustrations. It's beautiful. And just yesterday, we released a card game called Pug Butt. And so if you like Old Maid, you will love Pug Butt because it is played the same way. You match up the cards and you pick from your opponent's hand and go back and forth until all the cards are gone, but you don't want to be left stuck holding the Pug Butt.
I love it. Jean, thank you so much for being with us this morning. And of course, we're all going to check out the book. If you would like more information, go to zuggythepug.com and be sure to pick up your copy on Amazon.